guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary, and in this video, I'm going to share with you surprising things I've learned about braces and teeth. So if you're curious, then keep watching. Coming up at number one, we have don't rinse, just spit. Have you ever heard your dentist or your orthodontist say that you don't really have to rinse the toothpaste out of your mouth? Instead, you just have to spit them. Also, I've heard this a couple of times online that to maximize your toothpaste, you just have to spit it out instead of rinsing it all over your mouth. I was just wondering if you feel comfortable about it or if you knew about this. Because the first time that I've heard this, I was really shocked. I mean, not really shocked, but I would think it would be kind of uncomfortable because I've tried it and I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm used to rinsing my mouth after brushing. To be able to maximize the toothpaste without rinsing, it will leave and protect the enamel of your teeth. So if you kind of rinse it, then eventually the toothpaste will just rinse off, and maybe there's some bits or a little bit on the mouth that will retain in your teeth, but it doesn't really maximize the purpose of brushing our teeth. So if you want to try this, and I also suggest this, is if you're brushing your teeth, don't rinse it too much. Or at least if you feel uncomfortable, then maybe you can just rinse once, and after that, you don't really have to brush again. So I would think that when you brush your teeth, although I've already included a separate video on my routine of cleaning my teeth, but maybe in the simplest way, you can start off with a water flosser and then your toothbrush. And then after that, maybe if you're uncomfortable, you can maybe rinse it once, and then after that, then you're done. Or maybe if you really want to maximize your toothpaste, then maybe you can just spit it out, and then later on, maybe after a few minutes, then maybe you can rinse it off, but at least you give some time for the toothpaste to protect your teeth. So what do you think about this? Would you like to rinse it or just spit it out? Leave your comments down below and we'll see if what we can agree on. Coming up on the second place, we have teeth have memory. Yes, our teeth have their own brains, and that is why they can keep the memory. Kidding aside, they don't have a brain, but they can remember. That is why we need to wear retainers even after we're done with our braces. There are different kinds of retainers, but I'm not gonna talk about that today. So if you don't wear retainers after having your braces, after a year or maybe even months, your teeth will shift back to where they were before. If you want to retain the alignment of your teeth, then you have to wear retainers because they have the memory to go back. So if you've watched videos of dentists, so our teeth are like have these strings, and when you wear braces, the metal braces will hold the teeth and put into a new placement in your jaw, and then those strings that are attached to your teeth will have to stretch it out. There will be some resistance. The wires really does its job to hold the teeth into place. Now, if you don't wear your retainers, then all of your teeth will have to relapse. They will go back to their own place. And so that is the reason why our teeth have the memory. It is so important to wear your retainers, especially after a few months of removing your braces. And did you know, just a fun fact, you will have to wear your retainers for the rest of your life. It's not really have to be that frequent though in the long run, but eventually you'll have to wear your retainers when you're sleeping. And I think that would be like maybe after a few years that you've been wearing your retainers. So yeah, you just have to wear your retainers to prevent the relapse of your teeth. Coming up next at third place, we have permanent retainers. So since I've mentioned already retainers, I'm going to talk about something that I was surprised of about permanent retainers. So I'm not really sure, and I think there are still clinics that offer permanent retainers. So if you don't have any idea what permanent retainers are, they are those wire that are placed at the back of your teeth. So once you're done with your orthodontic treatment, these wires are placed at the back, and then they place some glue there to hold the wire. So instead of, let's say, the transparent retainers or the traditional metal retainers, we have the permanent retainers, which you don't have to remove. It's placed at the back of your teeth. And so no one will see it. It's convenient, especially for those who are prone to losing their stuff, or for those who are all over the place and they cannot remember where they place their things. And so permanent retainers are an advantage to them. But I've learned that permanent retainers are not good in the long run. Again, there is a disadvantage in having the permanent retainers, especially in the long run. I knew someone who had them. He has those permanent retainers here at the bottom. I recall that he often accidentally bites his lips or his sides of his cheeks and his tongue. It created some injuries inside his mouth, and because of that he has to visit the dentist and have it checked. And when they checked it, the dentist, or let's say the orthodontist, said that the thing that causes those injuries are actually the permanent retainers. So you might be wondering how the permanent retainers cause those injuries. So as you know, after a couple of years, as you grow old, our bodies change, our size change. Basically, in general, our bodies are not the same 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So since our bodies change, of course, our mouth, especially our jaw, will also have to reshape itself. And that is the reason why the permanent retainers are not good in the long run, because it stops the movement of our teeth. So when our jaws are trying to expand, let's say, or change, as we grow older, our teeth will also have to move. The permanent retainers are restraining the movement of your teeth. In his case, the permanent retainers were only placed here at the first, here at the front teeth, but it does not include the teeth at the back. So I would think it's not balanced. So maybe the teeth at the back were kind of expanding or moving based on the changes of their jaw shape, but the front teeth aren't moving at all. So it's not balanced. Unlike if you have your retainers, it holds all of your teeth together. And so whatever it is that, if there's changes on your jaw or your teeth or what, it holds them together. Permanent retainers aren't really good, I would think. But yeah, let me know if you agree of having permanent retainers or not. All right, coming up next is not all good looking teeth don't need braces. All right, so have you ever encountered someone who looks good, or they have a perfectly, defined teeth and aligned teeth, but you're wondering why they are wearing braces? I'm going to say this, but there's always something hidden in what we cannot see. It could be that their teeth look aligned, but there are an open bite. So there are cases that when a person smiles and then you see that their teeth are like perfect, but actually when a orthodontist checks them, it turns out that they're an overbite. Or there could be someone wherein they may have a perfect teeth, but there's something going on at the back, let's say a unerupted molar, let's say, or let's say a twisted teeth or a teeth that is not aligned. Actually, there are a lot of cases that would mean that they have to get braces. So it's not really the case that when you see someone who's like okay with their teeth but they have braces, then you might well ask them what's wrong with their teeth if they want to share. Coming up on the fifth place, we have teeth are used for forensics. It may not be that surprising, but it still amazes me that teeth can be used for forensics. Although I know there are two things that I know that they use for autopsies. We have the hair, and then we also have the fingerprints. So during investigations, notice that the FBI's or investigators make sure that crime scenes is left untouched because there might be some evidences there. And aside from the hair and the fingerprints, they also use the teeth. So why do they use their teeth? Done a research about this. I found an article by Pritam Shah et al. And they have this paper as a title of Teeth in Forensics. So based on the paper, teeth are beneficial for forensics because our teeth are preserved inside our mouth. So generally they are resistant to any environmental changes or conditions. Unlike the hair or the fingerprints, which sometimes the fingerprints can be smudged or the hair got burned or something else. But the teeth, since they are preserved inside, they can be used for autopsies. Also, the teeth can determine the age of the deceased individual and also can determine the blood group. Also, identification of individuals during, let's say, mass disasters. These can be performed based on the unique morphological characteristics of a human and through their dental DNA fingerprinting. Also, even the bite marks, they can determine who you are. So, if you're the culprit, they can determine that it's you. So, be careful. No biting. No bite. So again, given all of this, we know that the teeth can play a crucial role in determining or during autopsies and forensics. So better not lose your teeth, everybody. Alright guys, I hope this video helped you, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like to learn more about braces and join me with my braces journey, then you might want to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to check on my recent braces updates, then maybe you can check this one. I'll see you on my next video.